This device right here has $10 million worth of Bitcoin on it. Well, not actually this device, but devices just like this one can have that much on it, and so can yours. It's actually the safest and most secure way to keep your cryptocurrency safe. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to keep your cryptocurrency safe. I'm going to explain step by step how to set this up on your computer and send cryptocurrency, and I'm going to explain why it's so important along the way. So follow along and let's get started. I ordered this ledger specifically for this video. This is not a paid promotion. This is not a sponsorship. I'm simply passionate about keeping your cryptocurrency safe. Cryptocurrency is important to me. I've been following cryptocurrency from the very beginning. It's something that I know inside and out. I run a Tezos node. I've built hundreds of Ethereum mining rigs. I hold Bitcoin. I've day traded it before. I'm a long-term investor. I understand these projects. We're making this video today so that I can teach you exactly how to keep it safe, just like me, so that you don't have to run the risk of losing all that hard-earned cryptocurrency that you've been dollar cost averaging into for the last 2 years. And even if you haven't, that's okay. You can start now, and at least you'll know how to keep it safe, keep it off the exchanges, and not get your money stolen, just like the poor saps that were part of Mt. Gox those many years ago. This is the Nano Ledger X. It's the newest version of the hardware wallet that the company Ledger puts out. Let's unbox this thing and take a look at what's inside. So inside we have our Ledger device, which is looks like a USB drive with a Type-C USB port on it, and a button here and a button here. Nothing else. We're gonna set that aside. We're gonna unbox this a little bit further. We have a nice little hello graphic. Let's see, getting started, ledger.com/start. Okay, we know where we gotta go. We have our recovery sheet. So these recovery sheets is where you write down your secret key. We're gonna talk more about that in a few minutes, so I'm gonna set those aside. We have an instructional booklet right here. Everything you need to know about the button combinations and what to press, but I'm gonna teach you everything in this video. So we're gonna set those instructions aside. And then we have our use, care, and regulatory statement. Feel free to read that if you want to. And then lastly, we have some stickers. Awesome. Oh, forgot about the USB-C cable in the bottom. I actually have my own USB-C cable because it reaches my desktop computer. So I'm gonna set that USB-C aside. We're not gonna end up using that. Underneath this little lid, we have a little lanyard that we can attach to the end of our Ledger device right here. And that we can put on a keychain or something. We need to go to ledger.com/start. So let's bring up the web browser and do that. Ledger.com/start. Perfect. 4 steps to get started. I like that. It's really, really simple. The first thing that we need to do is download the Ledger Live app. So we're going to download it for Windows here. Let's look at step 2 and step 3 while we're waiting for this to download. So step 2 is going to be choose a PIN code and write it down. Step 3 is going to be install the applications on your device. And step 4 is going to be add an account to manage your crypto. Awesome. Okay, let's go back to our desktop. You like my live desktop background? We're going to right click on the executable file and run as administrator. We're going to install in program files, Ledger Live. We're going to let it run through its install, and we are going to run Ledger Live. Awesome. Let's pick the dark theme. I like it. When we open Ledger Live, we are faced with 4 choices. Set up as a new device, restore device from a recovery phase, skip the setup, or you don't have a Ledger device. Let's talk about these real quick because I think it's really important that everyone understands. If you don't have a Ledger device, this will take you to a link to purchase. If you want to skip the device setup and go straight into the Ledger software, you can do that here. If you lose, damage, break, destroy, or just purchase a new Ledger device that you want to recover your funds with, you're going to click on this option right here, and it's going to allow you to put in your 24-word passphrase to recover your money. However, we are going to set this up as a new device, just as everybody should do once in their life. If you're going to be serious about cryptocurrency, you need a hardware wallet. You can see here on this next screen that we have Ledger Nano X, S, and Ledger Blue. We purchased the Ledger Nano X, and we are going to click on that option and hit continue. So it tells us to connect the Ledger Nano X to our computer, so let's do that. Connected via USB Type-C. Now we're going to look down here at the actual device itself. It says, welcome to Ledger Nano X, press the right button to continue. So we're going to do that. We're going to press the right button. Download Ledger Live at ledger.com/start and then press right. We've done that, so let's press right. Press left or right to navigate through the menus. That's how you navigate through these menus here, left or right. Okay, and hold both buttons at any time to access the control center, and press both buttons to say yes. That's how you validate a selection. So you click both buttons like so. All right. We're going to go over to setup as new device. We're going to press both buttons to confirm, and then it's going to tell us to choose a PIN code. It's either 4 or 8 digits. Okay, let's go next. Whoops. Oh, we chose 8. Let's do it. So let's do 4. Let's make it completely arbitrary. 4, 1. Now, do yourselves a favor and write this down. Okay, perfect. I wrote it down on our recovery sheet so we can follow along here. Now it's going to ask you to confirm the code. So now we're at the most important step of this entire process. Please do not skip this part. Please take it seriously. This is the absolute most critical, most important step of setting up any hardware wallet, especially the Nano Ledger. We are going to write down our 24-word recovery phrase. We're going to write it down on this piece of paper right here. Each line gets a word, and then we're going to put this in a very, very safe place. We're going to write down our recovery phrase. Okay, so follow along very closely. Press 2 buttons to continue. Warning, these 24 words are your only backup. Secure them safely. Write word number 1. Become. "23 is order and 24 is deny." Okay, notice that these words are pretty simple. They don't have a lot of synonyms, they don't have a lot of homonyms, and they don't have anything that really rhymes with them too much. There aren't multiple spellings for each word, and they're fairly straightforward and easy to say phonetically. The words are chosen to represent numerical digits in a secret key. These 24 words is what is going to allow you to access your money on the blockchain. These 24 words are your secret keys, your secret words, your secret phrase to access your money on the blockchain. The reason I said that twice is because it's that important. This is it. If you lose your ledger, no big deal. If someone steals your ledger, no big deal. If it just gets destroyed or your house burns down, no big deal. As long as you have these 24 words, you'll be fine and you can recover your money. You can recover your wallet. Because realistically, all this Nano Ledger X is, it's just a simple, small computer that interacts with the blockchain on its own without you having to use a smartphone, a computer, tablet, or another internet-connected device that has vulnerabilities. The simpler and further removed it is from the system, the less vulnerabilities it has, which is why hardware wallets are hands down the best. It's technology meets cold storage. It's awesome. So let's move on. All right, we're gonna hit next. Press left to verify your 24 words. Press both buttons to continue. I highly recommend you verify your words. So we're gonna press left and we are gonna do it. Make sure that we're good. We're gonna go all the way back to number 1 and we're gonna make sure it's correct. Perfect. Okay, both buttons to continue. Now we need to confirm our recovery phrase. So we're gonna press both words again and it's gonna ask me to confirm word number 1. And so I need to click through and find the right word. Like I said, just cycling through to find the right words. 13 is frame. Processing. Awesome. We're doing great so far. All right, we got a check mark. Your device is ready. Let's hit the next. Now we're going to access the dashboard. So we hit both buttons to continue. And I can see here on the computer, it just popped up. Now we're going to hit continue. So the program is telling us exactly what I just said. Your 24 recovery phrase is the only backup of all your private keys. So take this seriously, okay? Please write these down carefully and safely. We're gonna continue because we just did it. So did we choose a pin? We chose a pin, it's right here. So yes. Did you save your own recovery phrase? Yes. Is your ledger device genuine? Okay, this part's important. We're gonna run a check. All right, our ledger popped up, allow ledger manager. It's gonna be right here. Our ledger device, a message popped up, allow ledger manager. We're gonna hit okay. And you'll see that the screen is letting us move forward. Wonderful. Your device is genuine. Perfect, that's what we wanna see. Let's hit continue. All right, so this is a password for Ledger Live. This is not a password for your ledger. So this is a password to get into the Ledger program from the desktop on your computer. I'm going to skip this step because I don't want to confuse anyone with any more passwords. Analytics, no. Bug reports, no. We don't need to send extra data to Ledger. All right, congratulations. Your device is ready. Now let's install some apps so that you can put your cryptocurrency on there. Let's open Ledger Live. Release notes, wonderful. They added new ERC20 tokens, which is Ethereum network. And they added some new tokens as well that you can keep on here. Awesome. Here's the terms of use. I've read these terms of use. I highly encourage you to read the terms of use. They're not that bad. All right. Wonderful. Look at this nice big message up here. I love this. There are ongoing phishing scams for their user base. Please be careful and never show your recovery phrase. Don't ever share this with anybody ever. If someone has this phrase, they can take your money. Straight up. They can just open up a wallet on their computer, put your recovery phrase in, take it all out without any knowledge of yours. So please keep it safe. Okay, let's go to the manager. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed when the software started is there's an update for the firmware. You want to update your firmware. It's very, very important. I have a recovery phrase because it helps. Nano will put out updates to their software and to their ledgers when they discover potential vulnerabilities. So if in the event that someone figured out how to get into their ledgers or knew how to, they're making it better. They're always making it better. So let them make it better for you. Verify the identifier. So we're gonna click on our ledger here, update the firmware. We're gonna check the identifier and make sure that it matches. 63D249. Okay, good. Good. Press both buttons. Continue. We got to enter our PIN code to proceed. So we're going to do that. Boom, we're done. It's updated. So while this is updating, let's talk about our next step. Our next step is to download apps on the Ledger device itself. So we're actually going to put apps on this device. So each app is able to talk to all the different blockchains amongst all the different cryptocurrencies. So you can store thousands of different types of cryptocurrency on this hardware wallet. It's crazy. Okay, firmware device has been set up. Now we just need to reconnect it. Enter our PIN code once again. You can see that they ask for the PIN a lot, so it's in your best interest to get that thing memorized. The longer the PIN, the better. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but keeping your fortune safe, in my opinion, is worth it. Okay. So we're good. We're going to allow the manager so that we can install everything from the computer. So you can see here that we have a list of applications. We're going to install 3 main applications, and I'm going to show you how it works. We're going to install 3 because they're 3 of my favorites. We're going to start with Bitcoin, which is, in my opinion, is the gold standard of cryptocurrency. Then we have Ethereum, use cases, dApps, a ton of stuff is being built on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's really, really cool, in my opinion. Ethereum is going nowhere. And then, lastly, we're going to choose Tezos because I'm a fan of it. It's a democratic proof of stake system as opposed to proof of work. I run a Tezos node, and I'm passionate about the project. So we're going to install these 3 applications because I want to keep Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tezos on my hardware wallet. So please, if you have XRP or Litecoin or even Bitcoin Cash, install those apps so that you can store your money on the device. So if you look closely at the device now, it's kind of hard to see, but I promise you it's there. You can see little icons. One, we have Bitcoin, we have one for Ethereum, we have one for Tezos, and then we have install app. Okay, now that we have the apps installed on our Ledger device, we need to add accounts. So you see these 2 buttons right here? So we're going to start by adding a Bitcoin account. This is pretty simple. We're going to go to Bitcoin. And you see the drop-down menu. You can choose other coins if you want, but we're going to go to Bitcoin and hit continue. And then we are going to open the app on our Ledger. So we have to go right, open app in Bitcoin, display information, boom, open app, application is ready. So we have to confirm it on our Ledger. This is going to be a common thing, which is signing actions with your Ledger. Okay, cool. You can see right here that it gives us the option to change the name of the wallet. We also have 2 choices, native SegWit or SegWit. Okay, this question gets asked a lot. Just go with native. It's what you want to use. It's going to give you your proper Bitcoin address that you can use for everything. So choose native SegWit and rename it if you want. I'm going to rename it Evans Ledger YT for YouTube, so you guys know what we're doing. And that's the account that I'm going to set up here within my Ledger. We are creating a Bitcoin address on the blockchain with this mini computer right now with the push of a button, and it's going to be tied to these 24 words. So that's what's important about this device. These 24 words are going to allow you to recover this wallet using this device or any other device, vice versa. It's really cool. So let's hit add account. We've successfully added our Bitcoin account. Let's add some more. Let's do the Ethereum one as well, because Ethereum is a popular token that I think everybody should be in. We're going to open the Ethereum app on our device by pressing both buttons. We're going to let it open, and then we're going to take the same steps. Okay, right now it's synchronizing. What it's doing is the program is interfacing with the Ethereum blockchain. It's reading it, it's figuring out what the block height is, what block we're in the blockchain, and then it's going to take our 24-word phrase and create a wallet for us with those words on that address, or on that blockchain, excuse me. All right, we're going to do Evan ETH YT for YouTube, and we're going to hit add account. We've successfully added an Ethereum account. And the last one we're going to do is a Tezos account, because Tezos is great. It's proof of stake, it's democratic, and you can earn interest just by holding on to it. So we're going to confirm the open with the Ledger device. Perfect. It's going to synchronize with the Tezos blockchain to make sure that it can execute the actions. And we're going to call it Evan XTZ YT. XTZ is the abbreviation for Tezos. And we're going to add this account. And we're done. Now we have 3 accounts added in our Ledger software. We now have 3 accounts on our Ledger device. So we're going to quit, and you can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tezos all on our Ledger device. We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tezos all within our accounts. So when you're in the Ledger Live program, you have the option to buy and sell, receive, send, look at the amount of money that you have and your portfolio value. So if you wanted to send money, for example, you would have to choose the wallet that you're sending it from. Let's say from the Bitcoin address, and then you have to enter the address you're going to send it to. And then you'll hit continue, and then you'll have to put in your PIN, right? Just your PIN. It's the only thing that you have to memorize, your PIN. 24 words we're going to set aside, and we're going to keep those safe. And that's how you would send money. So let's take a look at what your wallet address is, because that's important. All right, so we clicked on our Bitcoin wallet, and it gives us the option to receive. Receive, hit continue. Open the Bitcoin app on your Ledger device. We're going to go over to open, press both buttons, and it's going to open. Here we go. This is our Bitcoin address. This is the address that you can send Bitcoin to, that anybody can send Bitcoin to, and it will be the address that we just created. This address will not be able to have any Bitcoin taken out of it unless you provide this PIN code with this ledger through this program. It is a very, very secure method of transactions. Okay, so you can copy and paste this, and you can paste it into your Gmail. You can paste it into the notes on your calendar. You can show the QR code and scan it so that you have it on your phone. And that way you can accept Bitcoin or send Bitcoin to your wallet without needing any special tools or any special software. You can literally buy Bitcoin on Cash App, send it to this address, and it will be safely stored within your Ledger device. The only time you need your Ledger and the only time you need your PIN is if you're going to send Bitcoin from your Ledger to take it out. To put it in, there's no red tape. There's no red tape to put money on your Ledger. All right, so that's how it works on here. We are going to confirm. You can see the address is listed, and you can see it here on the Ledger device. We're going to approve, and it's going to go away. Now, one other thing I want to show you is, say for example, your Ledger is stored away in a safe for safekeeping because you never send money. You're like me, you buy and hold, and you want to receive it, but you don't know what that address is. That's okay. You can click on receive, hit continue, and then you can click on don't have your device. If you click on don't have your device, it will show your address anyway. It just won't allow you to send it. So don't think that you have to have your Ledger just to receive Bitcoin. That is not the case. All right, let's move on. Approve. We are done. Just one more time, I want to go over this part. This is how you would send. This is how you receive if you want to, but you can just literally send money to that address. And then you can buy and sell within the crypto app. Let's see if it works. I'm curious. Okay, so it allows you to buy with a credit card. With a Visa card, you can buy in euros, US dollars. Price is a little bit higher, but cool, I get it. You can also sell, and you can see your history. Great. Lend is if you are interested in lending your assets and earning interest on it via Nano Ledger's partners. And then swap is an exchange that they're coming out with. Manager, accounts, portfolio, and receive and send are going to be your big ones, I guess. But I don't know. Have fun with it. So if you want to add XRP, follow the same steps. Just click install and go through the process of installing the XRP app on your Nano Ledger. And then you'll be able to start receiving and sending XRP with no problems at all. So let's talk about what you can do with the Ledger outside of this program. Let's talk about how to keep these 24 words safe, because it's a really big deal. If I have these 24 words, I can go online and open up use any program that interfaces with the blockchain and use these 24 words to recover all the money that's in that wallet. Let me give you some things that you should never do with your private keys. Never take a photo of them. Never share them with somebody else. Never let them be photographed. Never let them be videotaped. Never tell anybody who you don't want to have access to your money where they are. Don't keep them in a place where they can easily be lost, thrown away, found, stolen, looked at, recorded, seen, transferred, anything like that. Don't store them on Google Drive. Never type them into a text message. Never take a picture of them with your phone. Never, ever. Don't do anything. Don't ever let anyone or any camera ever come in close to these secret keys. Eventually, your cryptocurrency is going to be worth a lot of money. It is going to be used to purchase things. It's going to be a big deal. So please don't let anyone else have access to your money. The power is now in your hands. You have the power, not the banks, not the government, not a third party. The power lies with you. So use it responsibly and keep these safe. I'll tell you what I do. I bought a small piece of aluminum. It was fairly thick, about as thick as the casing on the ledger here. And I bought a stamp kit, like literal lettering kit, like metal stamps, right? And I would hammer. I took the time to hammer all 24 words into the aluminum. And then I did it twice. I took all 24 words and I hammered it into the aluminum with this stamp kit so that in the event that the places that I keep these secret keys burn down, there's a flood, there's an explosion, there is war, a fire, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, it's not going to fade. It's not going to run out of batteries. It's not going to get melted, and it's not going to get burnt up. Water won't destroy it. So I'm trying to protect my secret keys as much as I can from as many things that I can. So I hammered every single letter of every single word into a piece of aluminum, and then I keep that piece of metal safe in multiple locations, all spread out where only myself and one other person know the location of. I'm good. My cryptocurrency is way safer than my money at Chase. My cryptocurrency is way safer than the money I have at the credit union or, in my business. My cryptocurrency is one of the safest, most secure assets that I have because I use a hardware wallet and in the form of cold storage. Just like this. This is the safest possible setup that you can have right now. So you've written everything down on all 3 pieces of paper. You have your 24 words backed up and you have it split up in 2 to 3 separate locations. Now, you can start putting money on this. So let's talk about it. So here's what I do. I will go on Cash App or crypto.com or Coinbase, right? Coinbase is easy. I'll leave a link below if you need an easy place to buy cryptocurrency. I'm going to go on there and I'm going to purchase whatever I want. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tezos, whatever I want. Then, as soon as I have that money on that exchange, I'm going to take it and I'm going to send it to the address that is right here on my Nano Ledger. Take it off the exchange, send it to your hardware wallet where it stays safe. Here's how we get money off the Nano Ledger X if we need to. We open it up, we plug it into our computer. The program will open. It will ask me to put in my PIN code. I will do so just to get access to the software and the data that's inside of it. And I'm in. Then I can use the Nano Ledger Manager to click a few buttons, choose who I want to send the currency to, and then I will type in my PIN code on my ledger and we can send it. The only thing that you need to send money with your Nano Ledger is your PIN code. That's the only thing that you need to remember in order to send money. So keep that PIN code safe, keep your Nano Ledger safe, and keep your cryptocurrency safe. So I really hope that made some sense. I really hope you have a better idea of how to set up your Nano Ledger X and how to keep your cryptocurrency safe. It's really, really important that you take this step if you're going to get serious about investing in cryptocurrency, trading cryptocurrency, speculating with it, or even just dabbling as a hobby. You have a bank to keep your money safe. Spend the few bucks on a hardware wallet like a Nano Ledger X to keep your fortune of cryptocurrency safe. It's literally the only time you're gonna have to spend money to keep your crypto safe. I promise you, it's worth it. It is worth it. Because remember, not your keys, not your crypto. If you got some value out of this video, do me a favor and share it with somebody who might need to see it. Let's tell the YouTube algorithm that there's some value here. and we'll spread the word, because I love talking about this stuff, and the more people that like this video, the more videos I'm going to make on cryptocurrency. Thanks for watching, and be good to future you.